Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Now, I think it is my first time doing a Not Like the Other Girls video. Because I was kind of scared to get into it, but today we're gonna do it. So yeah, before we get started, grab some tea or some water. You know the drill, go get hydrated. And then when you're hydrated, we're gonna get started, okay? Good. Now to start off, I'm actually gonna sum up the subreddit in case any of you don't know what it is about. But it gets much worse from here on out, trust me. Lainey Molnar content is hard-bent. It's positive, it's negative. Both women super excited about their pregnancy test. Now, this is an empowered woman. This is also an empowered woman. It is wholesome, stop posting it. Posts must be self-aggrandizing comparisons that put down others. Yeah. Now, I kind of have a feeling that this is the only wholesome post that you're actually going to see today. So, let's get started with the not so wholesome posts. I'm out here on Halloween weekend eating my cold fish and kale while doing my 85 minutes of cardio while everyone else is half dressed in their sexy outfit demolishing the livers. Okay? Cool. As someone who absolutely hates cardio, I can't relate. I mean, kale and fish, cool. Doing workouts on the weekend, also cool, you know, same. But I hate cardio. And also, if you want to do that, cool. If other people want to go out in their sexy little outfits and drink a lot of alcohol, it's their liver. Like, they can do what they want, they're an adult, you know? You know, I may be a pain in your ass and dress like a homeless man most days, but at least I don't make you pay for Lululemon, fake eyelashes, hair extensions, or $8 loaded teas and coffees. You know that women also have a job and also earn their own money and that they get to choose what to do with that money? And also, if their boyfriend wants to buy them things, cool. What is this? This is why I don't like the subreddit, because just it doesn't make sense at all, and if you've watched any of my videos, you know how irritated I get when things don't make sense. I'm unique because I wear black. I'm unique because I wear black. But listen, this seems such a 2013 Tumblr post of haha, all other girls do is wear slutty outfits and makeup, and I'm different because I'm goth. I mean, it's true, most people aren't, but wow. I wear flats to the park. Okay, literally, show me a woman who's gonna wear heels to the park to play with their toddler. It's possible. It's possible. There are probably women out there who do that. But it just seems impractical, you know? So, congratulations, you wear flats to the park. I'm so proud of you. Other girls in video calls versus me and my friends in video calls. To be fair, I think most people, when they're just like video calling their friends, they're not gonna make sure to look pretty. You know, like if you're just on a video call with your friends, who cares? They know you. Maybe they've even slept over and seen you way worse than you do during the day. Really, like, who does like a full face of makeup to video call their friends? Again, if you do that because you want to present yourself that way, cool, but most people probably don't. You know, there are two types of girls in this world, the ones that dress cute for Halloween, and then there's us. Honestly, I love this costume. That's funny. It's literally just funny. I don't even watch South Park, but it's just cute and it's funny. But again, what is this? There are also people who don't do anything for Halloween. So, you're not even right, there's at least 3 types of people. While watching Disney's Beauty and the Beast, what most little girls wanted, the prince. What I wanted, the giant library. If I would have watched Beauty and the Beast as a kid, definitely. Because I used to read so much. I was at the library. It was only open on Monday and Wednesday, and I was usually there both days. And I was always kind of desperate because over the weekend I would usually run out and then I'd have to go back on Monday, but then on Wednesdays I have to make sure I have enough for the weekend. So I was there a lot. But I'm pretty sure a lot of little kids wanted a library versus romance because little kids just generally don't care for romance that much, you know? Amen. If you couldn't birth a child the way God intended, then you failed miserably. If and when I ever have children, I'll make sure to not fail them during the birthing. If you have a C-section, you didn't give birth, you had surgery. You're not a real mom. I mean, if this comes from a person who had children the normal way, it's already ridiculous. Because what do you care? The child is born. They're literally the mother of the child. And probably, if you're being that judgmental, probably also have better parenting skills and take better care of the child, and therefore are a better mother than you. But if you don't even have children and you're already going around complaining about people who have C-sections, what is that? And I think I brought it up before. I have 3 siblings. 3 of us were born the normal way, and one had to be brought out with a C-section because I think she didn't fully turn around or something in the womb. So is my mother only a 3/4 real mom? Because that doesn't make sense. It really just doesn't make sense. My ideal Friday night looks so different from other people my age. It's 7 p.m. I've taken my dog on a walk, cooked my favorite meal, and having a glass of wine before I get my full 8 hours of sleep. Honestly, I would not be that productive on a Friday evening. But legit, cooking yourself a nice dinner, having a glass of wine, and just going to bed early, honestly seems like a lot of fun. But again, if you want to go out and party, cool. Don't invite me, I don't want to come. If you go to a bar or like go drink cocktails or something, invite me. You know, that's fun, but I don't like clubs or anything, so don't invite me. But if you want to go have fun, like who cares? Other girls love shoes. Me, dogs. I don't know if you've been outside and like met people, because most women you'll meet will not have that many shoes or be more interested in shoes versus pets, because people love pets. Sure, people also love clothes and shoes, but I feel like most people aren't the one-dimensional, haha, I only care about looking pretty, I love my shoes, Barbie type girl that people seem to make women out to be in these posts. Which is why it's so irritating, because someone can love shoes and dogs at the same time. Apart from that, you know? This is why I didn't want to go into the subreddit, because it's so confusing. It doesn't make sense, and I hate this generalization of, yeah, no, most girls only care about shoes, but I'm different, and then that's why I'm better. Because it makes no sense. Because even if someone is super interested in shoes, they still have other interests. That's not the only thing they care about. That's not the only part of them. Like, they probably have a lot of other interests. They maybe, whatever, are still really into gardening or whatever, I don't even know. But what? You can't say, oh, this one thing is different and therefore I'm better, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Get you a girl who can do both. Change clothes? Yeah, please get you someone who can change their clothes. Like, because people who can't change their own clothes are toddlers, and that's just illegal. That's just illegal, my friend. What? I don't want flowers, I said chicken nuggets. Well, to be fair, I would also prefer chicken nuggets over flowers. But if you hit your boyfriend because they brought you the wrong gift, you're a bad person. Literally. If you can tell him that you would rather receive food next time, that's cool, obviously, right? But if someone makes you a present because they thought of you and they were like, hey, I want to do a nice thing for you, and you hit them. That's just wrong, dude. Oh my god. A post about a girl explaining how different days in the menstrual cycle impacts women. Subtle, not like other girls shows up. I'm a girl and I have no idea what you're talking about. I feel great every day. Good for you. Others have PMDD and PMS and endometriosis. I guess it's mostly thanks to my decision to be child-free. Okay, I don't know her name, but this TikToker definitely does not have children. And I love the whole, like, it's bad enough if men do it, who have never had a period in their life, and they're just like, oh, you're just making up, and you're just over-exaggerating. It's not that bad, like, you don't, it doesn't hurt or whatever, because they don't know shit. And honestly, yeah, some women don't really feel anything, or like feel differently in different stages of their cycle. And that's cool, good for you, just be happy you don't. But a lot of women do. A lot of women do. And a lot of women have really bad cramps, or just honestly feel really sleepy at different stages of their cycle and whatever. Because hormones do impact people a lot, and some people just feel it more than others. Like, I feel hormone changes very extremely. But for me, it's mostly just moodiness. I never had cramps or anything, but why would you? I mean, good for you that you don't feel your cycle really, and that it just kind of doesn't matter to you. Good for you, really. Like, obviously it's better if you don't suffer from it, but why? In a world full of grandmas, be a Grammy. How many is 11 ounces? Is this like a standard size, or is this like a super big mug? Because if it's a super big mug, I would ironically get it. But what does that even mean? What does that even mean? And also, I think a lot of people probably call their grandma Grammy, or some other nickname. What's... Again, I'm just confused by this. You know, at least I'll never be the biker short Lulu Tank Nike Blazers girl in class. Basic is my biggest fear. Good for you. Good for you. That's your biggest fear. Literally. But honestly, it's so frustrating that you feel the need to be like, I am different to other girls, and that's why I'm better. Because you can highlight what your qualities are without putting other people down for it. You know, that works. You can just say, hey, I am a really kind person, or I'm really passionate about this thing. That's cool. Like, no one's telling you that you shouldn't highlight your strength and, like, be proud of yourself in a way, or like be proud of who you are, because that's a good thing. But if the only way you can do that is by putting other people down, that is just shitty, and it's not really a speaking of self-worth. It's just really ridiculous. It's just, what are you doing? It's ridiculous. Okay, apparently the Not Like the Other Girls subreddit comment section is apparently great as well. I don't know, the post wasn't included, I don't know what this is, but you don't sound like other girls. Are you single? I'm married, because unlike other girls, I can commit to one person and not be a thought. Ah yes, because again, have you been outside and talked to other women? You're aware that most women and most people can commit to one person and not sleep around. Because we've been over this in our last video, cheating is an absolute dickhead move. If you're polyamorous and don't want to commit to one person, that's different. But cheating, shitty ass move. But literally, what is this? And also the general, like, oh, you don't sound like other girls. It's so, like, you can't generalize a group of people this big. Like, it's not gonna work. Because people are too different for it to work. You can't say, oh, all girls do this, or all girls are like this. Same goes for men, obviously. Like, it just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated. Okay, we gotta keep going. I don't know how many posts I have left, but we gotta keep going. This may come as a shock to you, but there are some women that are kick-ass drivers, love sex, hate talking during movies, don't want your money, and say exactly what they mean. Honestly, I can understand this post. This post doesn't even frustrate me because with the amount of people that are like, oh, all women do is talk during movies and be gold diggers and eat hot chips and lie or whatever, it's kind of understandable that you feel the need to point it out. It still seems weird that you need to point it out, but I can kind of understand why you feel the need to point it out. Because to me it just seems like, yeah, obviously there are women who love all these things and do all these things, but what? Oh wait, we have comments to this post. Right here, baby, we're just hard to find. Never once have I met one like that. Me, we're a rare breed, to be honest, very hard to find. Where? Where are you that you only meet this one-dimensional, or like where all women are apparently the same? Where the hell do you live? What is going on? Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Confessions from a woman. Now since it's Reddit, to be honest, I'm not sure if it's a woman or if it's written by a man pretending to be a woman. Because it's happened often enough, but let's just read it. I don't see other women as full people. I tried being friends with other girls, but I can't relate to them at all. They all been so boring and childish and NPC-like. They never want to do anything exciting because it's scary. All they want to do is dress up and sit somewhere in public like a cupcake on display and gossip about people. They never have any creative ideas and I have to come up with stuff and then convince them to do it. Otherwise, nothing ever happens and we just sit around. When I manage to drag them into some adventure, they start whining that it's late or cold or they want to go home. Then I have to walk them home because they're afraid of going alone. Or they will wear heels and bring some stupid purse on a hike, and then if I want us to move forward at all, I have to carry their shit and give them my shoes. It's like we're not peers at all, but I'm their mommy or designated protector night. Men are different. They have a deep, meaningful inner world full of ideas. When we hang out, we often brainstorm silly business ideas or conquer new territories by climbing some inaccessible places, or attach a swing to a tree, or make a raft or swim to a tiny faraway island on a lake, and camp there. It's fun, it makes me feel alive. And best of all, I don't have to be the one to initiate everything and beg. It's just so much easier to be around men. It's like they're real people with interesting personalities and actual competent brains. To be fair, it does kind of read like something a man wrote. But I know there are probably also women out there who would write this exact thing, so not sure. But anyways. What? I mean, obviously it's cool if you don't want to be friends with someone who has certain interests, because you have other interests. Having different interests is cool. Like, it's fine. Like, if you would rather go hiking or explore, like, nature or whatever, cool, go do it. You know, find friends who want to do that with you. That's cool. Like, no one's gonna argue against that. But again, to put down other women to do it, because honestly, if you would just rather sit around gossip with people, it's your life. If it makes you happy and it's fulfilling to you, then go do it. Who cares? But if you're not interested in that, then don't do it. Why do you care so much about what other people do? I need to rename my channel and why do you care so much? Why? I feel like that's all I ever say in videos. You know, as a comment to post, it's like, why do you care so much? Why are you so obsessed with what other people do or what other people are interested in? Who cares? And again, not all people are the same. I shouldn't have to say it. Okay, nobody gets me. I'm immature and mature at the same time. I'm goofy, but also deep, weird, and romantic. And my mind is so developed, I'm odd as frick. Okay, this is legit something I would have probably said as a teenager, because I felt really alienated from other people, and I always thought other people were really weird, and like, because you only see people from the outside, right? So you don't know too much about their inner life, especially if you don't really know them, if it's just like a classmate or something, and you don't talk to them that much, then they're probably gonna seem one-dimensional. I probably seem very one-dimensional from the outside too, because I don't talk that much. And if I talk, the only thing I like to talk about lately is K-pop. So, nah, and if that's the only thing I talk about, then yeah, probably. But people have more interest than just one thing, and a lot of people have very different personalities in the way that they're not, like, no one's gonna be super goofy all the time or super serious all the time. Most people are have a lot of balances of a lot of different personality traits. You know what I'm saying? I hope you do. I hope you know what I'm saying. Okay, now this post also just kind of confused me. But men are really hot, way hotter than women, so there's that. I love all the lesbians getting mad because I think men are the most beautiful creatures on earth. Oh well, my opinion. You can like women all you want, I just think they're plain looking, lol, get over it. Okay, I don't know what goes on Twitter. But I don't think lesbians are actually gonna be upset if you think men are pretty. They're gonna disagree, because they don't think men are beautiful. But I don't think anyone's actually gonna like be super upset that you find men attractive. Like, cool, good for you. You know, if you enjoy looking at handsome men, go off. Like, this is why I'm confused, because I can't imagine someone actually being like, oh no god, that's so wrong because I'm a lesbian and women are so much more attractive. Because obviously, to a lesbian, women are gonna be more attractive. That makes sense, but no one's gonna be like, well, just because I find women more attractive. Well, apparently that's what you're doing, but it makes no sense. This post makes no sense. I'm confused. What's your Myers-Briggs personality type? I'm INTJ. Wow, I've only met one other INTJ female in my life. We're less than 1% of the population worldwide, and explains why I literally don't relate to most females. You know you can relate to people even if they have a different personality type? I don't even know what mine is. I did the thing once, but I did it like a few months ago, but I forgot. I don't think it's actually that rare, you know? You know, I'm not like most girls. I'm a 330,000 pound, completely aquatic marine animal. That is fair. That is fair. I mean, it's kind of giving even more ridiculous energy, really, of I'm not like the other girls than it ever did because when I was a teenager, I was also very, like, I'm not like other girls. And I'm not like other girls. And I mean, it kind of turns out I was right, because realizing you're not a girl at all is a very not like the other girls thing to do. But I think you win. I think your I'm not like the other girls is different than my I'm not like the other girls. So I think you win. But at the same time, it's not really a competition, which is kind of why the sub is so infuriating, because literally, who cares if you are like other girls? What's wrong with other girls? Just because it still doesn't make sense to me, because you can't really be like other girls, because that would kind of assume that all other girls are very similar, and that's just not how people work. So yeah, you can be like other girls, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just because like a lot of girls love a certain group. I don't know, what boy band is popular right now? I don't even know what's going on anymore, because I never even knew when I was a teenager, because I just didn't care. But there's nothing wrong with it. Like, because when I was a teenager, it was One Direction. There's nothing wrong with liking One Direction. Like, who cares, you know? But honestly, maybe learn how to be so content with yourself that you don't feel the need to put other people down, because it's just kind of weird. It's just weird, and it honestly doesn't seem like it could ever really actually be fulfilling. You know? So anyways, I'm gonna end it here before I get more frustrated. I hope you had fun. I hope you had your water or your tea. If not, go drink it now. Or drink some more now. Talking about I have a headache, I'm gonna go drink something too. And yeah, I'll be back in 3 days to bring you some more fun memes and to remind you to drink again.